Hello and welcome to Gentle Yoga. I'm Leo Bray. This is my partner Yanni joining us as Optimization Kit. And we're here on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook to check out the schedule of what's being offered each day and to stop by the tip jar where you can make one-time or recurring contributions. YouTubers, please subscribe to the YouTube channel for us. Appreciate everybody who's been subscribing lately, like having a membership track. Like, yeah, follow us, subscribe, please. So, and we're here in a beautiful space. We're still in Cozumel. We're on the west side of the island, cat sitting. So this is a friend Maria's house. Maria's also a yoga teacher, so she's got mats and blocks around. Beautiful artwork, and there may or may not be a cameo appearance by Matheshka, the cat we're watching. So, she hasn't joined me in practice yet, but it is her house, and she might suddenly come back. We can start out seated, or sitting. You choose. Get comfortable. You don't have to sit exactly how I'm sitting. If you want to, close your eyes. Feel your body settling against the ground as you find your comfortable stillness to begin in. Think about the whole length of your spine, up from the ground to the crown of the head, to help you sit tall without being stiff or rigid. You can have length without getting stiff. As your breath slows down and gets deeper, take in the movements of your breath and how they feel in your body in this particular posture. Next, scan your body to take in whatever else is going on, whatever sensations are there to be noticed. Making particular note of anything you deem objectionable, anything you wish felt different. Stiffness or any soreness that's going on in your body. You can think of sending your breath to those trouble spots to help them open. You can make mental notes of the trouble spots so that you can take care of them as we practice by skipping or modifying whatever you need to. And whenever something draws your attention away from, noticing your breath, noticing what's going on in your body, you can just gently redirect, come back to center, and find your best practice today. If you wish to layer on any personal intention of your own, you can do that now. With our intentions in place, let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth with a sigh. Let your eyes open if they're closed. Let's start at the feet. Lift one leg. I'm just grabbing the one that's in front. Let the leg be passive. Take the opposite hand and interlace your fingers between your toes. Gently and slowly use your arm to move your foot in circles. That chime a minute ago was somebody else entering. Somebody entered the waiting room and I clicked the button to let them in. And then they didn't make it. I think somebody's having connection trouble. So we may hear that chime again. Maybe have another friend go. Change direction with your circles. Release your toes, use both arms to support, really support the weight of the whole leg, let it hang, lengthen the hip socket, and move your leg in slow, gentle circles. Not forcing anything, exploring how far it wants to go, how much room is there. Maybe finding a little more room with each circle. Changing direction at some point to take a few going the other way. Let that leg down. Pick up the other one. Weave your fingers between your toes. And move your foot in circles. Change direction. Release your toes, support the weight of your leg, and move your leg in circles. And again, change direction. And let your leg down. Reground, find that length in your spine again. Bring your arms out to the sides and rest your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, raise your right arm out and up alongside your ear. And then exhale to reach to the left, keeping that right cheek on the floor. Lose your grounding. Feel for length from your hip up through your fingertips. With an inhale, come slowly upright. And as you exhale, come into a twist with your right hand on the floor behind you, your left hand on your right leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Let yourself unwind, come back to center. Inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your ear. Exhale, reach to your right. Inhale to come up. As you exhale, come into your twist. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Let yourself unwind and come back. Rest your hands on your knees or your thighs. Inhale, draw your heart forward, let your head tip back. Exhaling, draw your heart back and let your head tip forward. Follow your own breath a few more rounds. After your next exhale, sit up a moment. And let's give some attention to our neck. So TLC, let your chin come down towards your chest. Slowly and gently roll your ear towards your shoulder. Let your head tip back. Continuing on to the other shoulder. Back down to center. Really take your time. If you should find any tight spots, you can pause to rock back and forth at the tight spots. When you finish the next circle, start in the other direction. And when you finish the next circle, lift your chin, look forward, and let's come up onto our hands and knees. I'm thinking ahead, moving my blocks up by the head of the mat because I had them at the other end. And I'll probably use them on that start to stand. Bring your hips above your knees, shoulders above your wrists, or a bit behind your wrists. If it's too much on your wrists, to have your shoulders right above. Reach back with your left foot and press the ball of your foot to the floor. Take a couple breaths. And then now reach your right arm forward with your thumb pointing up. If you want to go further with the next inhale, pick your left foot up, reach straight back. And to go even further, if you like, bend your knee, reach back, see about taking a bind, holding onto your foot or ankle, kicking against your hand to lift your knee and lift your chin. Release and lower down. Reach back and press into the ball of your right foot. Then inhale, reach your left arm forward. If you want to, on the next inhale, pick your right foot up, reach straight back. And if you like, bend your knee, reach back and see about that bind. Release and lower down. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head and tailbone go up. Exhale to bring your heart up and let your head and tailbone come down. Take a few more rounds with the traditional cow pose and cat pose. Bigger movement than the seated variations that we did already. After your next exhale, come back to the table. We're going to do some stretching for our feet and hands. So first we'll set up with the feet, curl your toes under, and then walk your hands in towards your knees. Bring yourself to stand up on your knees with your feet engaged. I think you can see my feet peering across the room at the video. And sit back towards your heels. Now, only go as far as it feels okay for you. This can create a lot of sensation in your feet. I'm going to sit on my heels because I do this a lot. That actually feels good to me. Some people would say that's torture, but you could put a block between your butt and your heels, or between your butt and the ground, like put a block between your feet, or a bolster, or whatever you have to keep you at a different height, and you can always lift up higher or come down lower. So that's how we stretch the feet. We'll stretch the hands like this. Hold your right hand up in front of you, palm facing up. Take hold of your pinky. We'll do one breath per finger. Inhale, you gently draw your pinky out. And exhale, gently draw down to open your palm, your wrist, and stretch your forearm. Ring finger, inhale, and exhale. Middle, inhale, exhale. Index, inhale, exhale, and your thumb, inhale, exhale, and you're half done. Switch hands, left palm up, pinky, inhale, exhale, ring, inhale, exhale, middle, inhale, exhale. Index, inhale, exhale, and the second thumb, inhale, and exhale. To come out, tip forward onto your hands, uncurl your toes, and tap your feet on the floor. You can go as slow or fast, as hard or soft as you want. I like to bang my feet pretty hard on the floor and go kind of fast. That feels good to me. It makes my voice sound funny. And it's nice to know that we're on the ground floor. At our place is an apartment address that watch when you do that. Figure out if the Airbnb is occupied that day. Now we're going to start to stand to a forward fold. I'm going to use my blocks. You could have blocks into your hands to ease the transition. Stepping your left foot forward and then your right. It actually doesn't matter which one goes first. And if you want, you can keep your blocks in your forward folds for support. Or let your hands hang in the air, or drag on the ground, or hold on to your elbows, bend one leg and the other, sway back and forth. Let your head feel heavy and just hang down towards the floor. Maybe you move just a little, maybe you move more. Feeling for length in the back of your body. Easing out whatever tightness you can detect. Inhale, lift up halfway, press your hands to the front of your shins, and feel the crown of your head move forward away from the tailbone. Let your spine telescope out, parallel to the floor. Exhale, relax down. Inhale, roll up to standing, hands overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let your hands hang at your sides. Lift your left shoulder towards your ear. Shift it back and let it down. And then your right shoulder up and back and down. Inhale, reach out to the sides. As you exhale, you can reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself, or if you like, take eagle arms, intertwine your arms and press your palms together, or backs of the hands if you can't do palms. If you're in eagle, move your elbows and hands up and forward. Inhale, spread your wings. Exhale, cross the other way. Inhale, spread your wings. Exhale, let your arms down. Inhale, out and up. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up and reach your palms up and look up at your hands. Lift up your arm. Inhale to bring yourself upright. Exhale to bend to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale to come up. Exhale, let your arms come down. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Make your way to plank. You can let your knees down if you prefer a shorter plank. Allow your hips to drift down and come in line with your knees and your shoulder. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Keep your elbows in close as you come down. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift your head and chest to whatever height feels okay for your lower back. Maybe it's a different height each time. Exhale, rock back and slowly up to down, facing up. And pedal your feet up and down. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Make your way to plank. When you're ready, exhale and lower halfway or all the way if you like. Inhale to bring your heart forward. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. And to remind everybody now that you can use blocks under your hands to do the whole sun salutation flow. I'll do it on the next one to show you. I'm feeling some tenderness in my lower back, so that's a good reason to do it. You can do it for other reasons. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. So I'm bringing the blocks in under my hands. The blocks under your hands can eat some of the transitions, like when you step forward from your downward dog. Make your way to your plank. It's up to you whether you use blocks or not. Exhale, lower, halfway or all the way. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. That felt much better. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's pick up our blocks. I haven't done this one in a while. We're going to use the blocks in a different way. Not using them on the floor. We're going to hold them in our hands. And if you don't have blocks, you could grab Well, I've seen people do this with a water bottle. You could also just do it with empty hands. We're gonna do a series of movements holding the blocks or holding something else. Maybe you have 2 bottles, a couple paperback books, something to grab onto. I know I always say you don't have to have blocks, and you don't have to have blocks. We can use other things. Blocks is what I first learned to do this with. There you go. I've seen people, one of my clients uses dumbbells. He does like some PT exercises during the yoga club. So we're gonna go like this, inhale, out and up, bring the blocks together. Exhale, bend your elbows to dip the blocks behind your head. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, bring your arms out and down. Bring the blocks together behind you. Now inhale, raise them straight up along your spine. Exhale, lower down. And we start the whole thing over. Inhale, out and up. Bend your elbows, dip. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, out and down. They come together again. Inhale, draw them straight up. Exhale, down. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, dip behind the head. Inhale, lift, back up. Exhale, out and down. Inhale, lift straight up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, dip down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, out and down. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, down. Okay, let's set them down. I love how that series gets into all the muscles of the back without any weight-bearing strain. It's a nice series of movements. And nobody dropped their props. The first time I learned that, it was in a room full of teachers. It was like a staff meeting / class. And I'll tell you, that day we were not able to say nobody dropped their blocks. A couple of people dropped their blocks in a room full of pros. It's great movement too. Okay, it's not another sun salutation. We're moving on, but it's going to start like one. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back to runner's lunge. I'm going to use blocks under my hands. This is another place to use them. It's like bringing the floor closer to your hands and giving you more clearance between your chest and the floor. So a couple of things here. First, let's lean into the left hand. Inhale, reach the right arm out and up and lift up towards your hand. Twisted bind. Exhale, lower that hand. And now we'll do a nice movement for the shoulder with this right arm. So keeping the weight in your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm forward and up and back. Exhale, reach up, forward and down. So it's like 3/4 of a circle in line with the length of the mat. Inhale, exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, forward, up, back. Exhale, up, forward, down. And if you want, you can try a twist the other way. Lean the weight into your right hand. Inhale, reach your left arm out and up. Look up towards your hand. That one's trickier. Exhale, bring your hand down. Step your left foot forward. Pause a moment, nod the head. And shake there. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We'll do all that for the other side. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Step your right foot back, find your runner's lunge. And first, the twisted lunge, lean into your right hand. Inhale, sweep your left arm out and up. Look up towards your hand. Exhaling, bring your hand back. And now those circles, still leaning in the right hand. Inhale, sweep the left arm forward and up and back. Exhale, up, forward, and down. 3 more times. And then if you want that trickier twist, lean into the left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm out and up and look up towards your hand. Exhale, bring your hand down. Step your right foot forward. Nod your head. Shake your head. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Yeah, sometimes I sneak my water bottle into my hand on the way up. Because I know I'm going to want to drink. Why not grab it on the way up? Okay, let's play with some balancing. If you want to step over by a wall or a steady piece of furniture to support you in the balance, you're welcome to. Maybe you'll stand on one leg, maybe just use one way more than the other. First, tree pose, bring your hands by your heart. Set your eyes on something out in front of you at eye level that's not going to move, if you can. And if you can't, you can just let your gaze soften and let your vision go kind of fuzzy. Shift your weight from one leg to the other with your feet planted. Snap, crackle, pops, optional. When you're ready, bring the weight to your right leg. Keep the knee soft. Turn the left toes out to the side. And bring your left heel to your right ankle. So your tree pose could be like that with the ball of the foot on the ground. Or if you like, you could bring the sole of your foot to your calf, foot to your thigh. You can start over anytime. Keep your hands pressing to center for stability, or explore different shapes, explore movement as you like. Make sure you're breathing whatever shape your tree is in. If your hands are elsewhere, you can bring them back to your heart. Pivot your knee forward, let your foot down, shake your right leg, and anything else that you would like to shake. And that's perfectly fine. If your shaking becomes a bit of a dance. Some of us can't help it. Have to dance a little. When you're ready, bring your hands back to your heart. Shift side to side. When you're ready, bring the weight to your left leg. Turn your right toes out. Bring your heel in and up. See what placement works for the foot this time. Doesn't have to be the same as the other side, but maybe it is. Find your arm expression. If your hands are doing something else, bring them back to your heart. Bring your knee forward and let your foot down and shake things out. Shake as needed, drink as needed. And make your way down to the floor and have a seat. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart as far as you can without strain, on the edge of your comfort zone. And let your arms keep helping your legs. Bend the right leg and bring the foot to the left leg like tree pose. Maybe it's your thigh, maybe it's your knee. Here it's okay to have your foot at your knee, unlike in tree pose. Pivot your torso to aim your sternum at your left foot and flex that left foot towards you. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale to fold down over your leg. Reach your left arm out to the side and turn your head to look towards your left hand. Point your thumb down towards the floor. Reach the back of your hand towards your right hip and draw your left shoulder back. Keep looking to the left. Extend your arm and slowly bring that left hand back to your right. Reach your right arm out to the side, turn your head to the right. Point your thumb towards the floor. Reach towards your left hip and bring your right shoulder back, looking to the right. Extend your arm, turn your thumb back up, reach your arm up alongside your ear, right hand reaching overhead towards your left hand. This is a wonderful way to release compression in the lower back that occurs from sitting for extended periods. Or even just sitting a lot. Even when you remember to break up your sitting with breaks, you get this accumulated effect from many hours of sitting. Even when you're mindful about taking breaks from the seated position. Having trouble today with those words, seated, sitting, sit. Inhale, reach up and out, and bring your right hand back to your left hand. Walk your hands up the left leg and sit up. Using your arms to assist, extend the right leg, bend the left one and bring the foot across. Pivot your torso to the right and flex your right foot. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold down. Reach your right arm out to the side. Turn your thumb down. Reach towards your left hip. Bring your right shoulder back. Extend your arm. Bring your right hand back to your left hand. Reach your left arm out and turn your head to the left. Point your thumb down. Reach towards your right hip. Feel your left shoulder back. Extend your arm. Turn your thumb up. Reach up alongside your ear. Reach overhead towards the other hand. Slowly reach up and out, and swing your arm across. Bring your left hand to your right hand. And walk your hands up your leg to sit up. Using your arms, extend the left leg a bit. And that's the right one in. Bring the soles of your feet together with a big space here between your heels and your pelvis. You can either reach under your ankles and grab the mat, or reach over your ankles, walk your hands forward on the mat. Allow your neck to let go and your head to hang down. Breathe into that center of the lower back. Maybe you keep your arms engaged and keep drawing forward, or maybe you let your arms relax. You can also get a good shoulder stretch here while getting a release in the lower back. Slowly walk your hands back and sit up. Keep your feet together, bring them in as close as you can without strain. Interlace your fingers, hold your toes between your hands. Wriggle on your seat. Bring the bones in your seat closer to the floor, tilting your pelvis forward, opening the front of the hips. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward with your spine long. Just see how far the long spine will go. And whenever the long spine isn't lowering anymore, let your neck release. Breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees and lift your knees up towards each other. Then extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down over your legs. On this fold, if your knees want to bend, let them bend. As you inhale, think of the crown of your head reaching forward a bit. As you exhale, think of lowering a bit. Inhaling, walk your hands up the front of your legs and sit up. Draw your knees up, plant the soles of your feet, bring your hands behind you, lower down onto your back. So you wind up on your back with your heels as close to your butt as they'll go. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Figure 4 type shape with your legs. Bring both hands to your right thigh. I'm going to draw your right knee in towards you. It won't move a lot. Maybe you lift your right heel, maybe you lift the entire right foot. Try to keep the back of your head and shoulder blades and sacrum on the floor. It's more about the action in the hips than how far that knee might move or where the foot ends up. Think of breathing into your hips. Let your arms relax, let your foot down if it's raised at all. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left knee and let your left knee away from you. Let your arm relax. Let your hands rest on the floor by your hips. You're going to play with a little variation on bridge pose. Keeping the legs like this, we're going to do like a one-legged bridge. So press into the sole of that right foot. Inhale, lift your hips up. Think of both knees reaching forward in the direction of the right toes. Exhale, slowly lower down, and it's okay if you lower down before I did. Explore floating up and down a few times at your own pace. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, lower. Remember, picture your knees sliding forward and back in line with the length of the mat. Definitely trickier than bridge with both feet on the floor, where it's simpler to keep ankle, knee, and hip moving in line. Let your next exhale down be the last one. It's okay if you stopped before I said that. Bring your arms out to the sides. Feel your shoulder blades really press to the floor. Keeping the legs like this, let the legs fall to the right and turn your head to the left. A little something different today. Instead of doing one sequence on the left and the right, and the next on the left and the right, we'll do 3 things in a row on one side, and then we'll do the same 3 things on the other side. Slowly bring everything back to center. Uncross your legs, plant your left foot. Maybe just pause here and kind of scan your body. What feels different from one side to the other. You just did a lot on one side. As There's no wrong answer when you ask what feels different. Whatever you can detect, if anything. Maybe the answer is, I don't know. Cross your right ankle above your right knee. No, right ankle above your left knee. Don't try to cross your right ankle above your left knee. Bring your hands to your left thigh. And draw your left knee towards you. Maybe lift your left foot. Maybe just the heel, maybe the whole thing. Let your arms relax, let your left foot down if it's raised. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right knee and nudge your right knee out away from you. Let your arm relax, rest both hands on the floor by your hips. Press into the sole of your left foot. Inhale, lift your hips up. Let both knees reach forward in line with the left toes with the length of the mat. Keep breathing as you pause at the top of the bridge movement. If you pause at the top, maybe you don't even want to pause at the top like this. If you're up there, exhale, slowly come down and explore floating up and down at your own pace. But the next time you come down, be the last one. Reach your arms out to the sides again. Let your legs fall to the left and turn your hips to the right. Bring everything back up to center. Uncross your legs. Draw your knees to your chest, hug your knees. Rock and roll on your back, massage it against the floor. Reach your feet towards the ceiling. Reach your hands up and grab your legs or your feet. Play with bending and straightening your arms and legs for a minute and happy baby pose. If you want to embrace some other way, go for it. After you feel complete with inverting, you can make your way to Shavasana. You might simply focus on your breath. Reflect on the intention you set when we began. Or just let your mind wander. Begin taking some deeper breaths. Begin moving around bit by bit. The movements gradually get bigger and bigger. When you're ready for bigger movements, there's no rush. Gently sit yourself up. Bring your hands up high for arms. Thank you for sharing practice today. The light within me sees and honors the same light within each of you. Stay. Have a great weekend. See you next time.